Saw a frog down in there. I'm at the lovely place and we are about to get some rock. The day has come to begin the process of fixing our trenches that go out down by our driveway and getting all dug out, smoothed out, and riprap put in. But today we're just getting the riprap. So we have had rain for a week straight, and nothing was really growing because there was about 2 weeks with almost no rain at all. And out of nowhere, everything just popped up. We're going to be dropping the rock up here at the top of the driveway. When I say the top, I mean top of this little hill here. The gentleman with the excavator is not going to be able to be here till tomorrow, but we need to be able to drop it up here so I can come around here with my truck, get in and out of the driveway. We're going to have 2 trucks today of 5 to 9 inch riprap, and that's going to be, like I said, placed right here. I guess about right in this area, maybe right up here. That's some rock. You can see all this rock. That's what me and Mrs. Lovely have gathered all throughout the field, and we've just dumped in there. And what's happened is it's eroded, and some of the dirt has kind of come off in here on top of that rock. So we're going to get this all cleaned out with a bucket on a mini excavator, and then we're going to put a bunch of landscape fabric down, real heavy duty stuff. I think it's 3 ounce. And then after that, we're going to put riprap in all the way down through there, mostly from here all the way around the curve and up about halfway of that going towards the road there. So we got our work cut out for us. I have a feeling we're going to need a 3rd truckload, but we're going to start with 2 today, and we can get more later. Today is Friday. He was going to start today, but as you can see, it's still very wet. It's been raining for a week solid. And so, that being the case, we're holding off. And tomorrow, hopefully it'll be a little bit drier. Shouldn't get much rain today, if any, although the clouds sure look like they could pop open any second. I think we're good, and I think it'll be a little bit more dry tomorrow, and we'll be ready to do this. So one of the fellas just called me on the phone, and he was trying to make sure he could find the place, and about that time, I saw a truck coming down the hill up here, and it was the 2nd truck, and I was standing about this far from the road, and I'm waving like, hey, stop. And he's looking down at his ticket. He didn't even look up. He didn't see me. So he trucked on down that way. And so hopefully he'll figure out that he has passed the place. But we're about to get some rock. I had a little talk with them. We're going to go up here. They're going to back all the way up through here. And I'm going to show them where to drop it. Well, I really wish I had had the opportunity to come up here and get all this cut before we go digging this out and everything. I might be able to get the swisher and blue and come out and start getting some of this stuff on the side. But you can see what we're talking about with these trenches, how it's starting to eat over into the driveway. Not good at all. And it gets worse as it goes on down. So we're going to take some new tiles, some culverts, and go across. We've got 3 new ones that we're going to add. Boy, this is getting bad right here, y'all. I mean, it's never looked this bad. Probably about right here. Hey, let me ask you a question. When this dumps and you're going to be pulling forward, how much? We want that 2nd truck not to go past that sign right there, that no trespassing sign. Can you see it? So you tell me if you need to go back any further. All right, brother. found my frog. That is some big rock. Yeah, I think that's about right. Now I've got another truck coming right behind this one. There they go. And here it is. Two big old piles. Looks like the second load was bigger than the first load, but a lot of the first load's underneath here. And the first load was actually just a little bit heavier. So altogether, right now, we've got about 45 and a half tons is what we're looking at so far. So we'll see how far this goes. It'll be interesting. We got a lot of ditches to cover, so let's make it happen.
I found a huge spider.
A huge spider.
It's a wolf spider, I think. I got bit by some kind of spider a few weeks ago and my legs swelled up and got infected, and I had to take a bunch of antibiotics, so spiders scare me.
This one's dead, right?
Yeah, that one's dead. That's a good spider.
You know, you might think that I prefer piddling over working, and you'd be right about that. So right now I'm going to piddle down here and I'm going to look at the plant. If you saw one of our previous videos, my mama gave me a what is it called, a trumpet plant, Mrs. Lovely? Angel trumpet. Yeah, I have to ask her every time. See, we got more sticks on the ground every time we walk down through here. But an angel trumpet plant, and we planted it and then we left. And we had literally no rain for 2 weeks, and now over the last week it's been like pouring down, so I'm hoping we didn't lose our plant. So I'm going to check that out real quick and see if it lived. It looks like it's alive. All right, let's check it out. Something we noticed also, right behind it, all that stuff back there looks like a bunch of blackberry bushes with berries on it. So we're gonna check that out. We might pick some of those later. Oh yeah, it's alive. It made it. That is great. Yeah. Well, I'm happy about that. Flies and ants, a lot of things like this, but it made it pretty good. I think it's gonna survive. So back here, oh, the berries are all dried up. I got some pictures of what these berry bushes look like. They're either all dried up or they've all been picked by birds or something. You can see a little bit right there, some red, but they were black. They had turned black. Yeah, we had a bunch of black ones the other day, and I think the birds had a feast. But yes, I'm very happy that our plant is surviving. It's not looking real healthy because it's real yellow. It's not quite as deep green as it was, but now that we've had some rain, hopefully it'll get back where it needs to be. Okay, so we're gonna cut the grass there just right beside the ditch. So tomorrow when he comes, he'll know exactly, he'll be able to see everything and know exactly what he's doing. We're gonna do that with Blue, our 570 Sportsman Polaris, pulling this swisher. We're gonna get this thing moving. A cut 44 inch. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these tiles, these 3 20-foot long, 12-inch culverts. We're gonna take them down there to the front, so they'll be there tomorrow morning and ready to rock and roll. We got 3 rolls of the landscape fabric, and it's 3 ounce. And there's 300 feet, and it's 6 feet wide. 300 feet on each roll, so we got 900 feet, 6 feet wide. And this will go underneath the riprap. So we'll drop one of these up here, and then I need to try to remember. I think we're gonna do one down there on that curve, and then we're gonna do one on up that way a little bit. So we're gonna go to 3 different spots to drop these. Well, if you guessed they would fall off, you were right. They fell down. I strapped them again, and they fell even after I strapped them. But we're almost there. We're almost there. So let's pop this one down this way. And we will, actually I'm gonna throw the fabric off on the other side. This one's going on toward the front a little bit. Okay. I think that right about here, somewhere in this neighborhood, is where we're going to drop it again. Let's see, let me stop right here and see. I think this might be a good spot because we've got enough water runoff right here. We'll wrap it up this way. About halfway in the bad area, we'll put the tile across, and then we'll ease on down there.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna come up just a little bit. We're gonna drop it. Leave it there for the moment, but I think I see this kind of coming across right here somewhere. I hate to interrupt this nice solid driveway here, but I think in the long haul that'll help. We may be down that way just a little bit more. It's hard to say. I'll get his opinion on it. I really want to show you guys, if y'all have not watched some of the previous videos where I pointed this ditch out like 200 times, I just want to show you how bad it has eroded. And if you go back to like our first video or second video that we ever put on the channel, we were getting this driveway carved out with a bulldozer, and it looked so nice. Had I put riprap and fabric down back in that time, I would have saved a lot of money and a lot of heartache. But here's where we are. So this is beginning to erode off the driveway and come down into the ditch. And if you back up here, you can see where it's really starting to get bad right in this area. But I'm just going to walk you down and let you just see how bad this is, how much this is spread out, and how deep it gets. This is what we're going to be fixing. So this is the before shot. Let me know if you spot any arrowheads. I found about 8 or 10 up here. Beautiful arrowheads. Kind of gets a little shallow here, and it starts dropping again. Can't really see good because of all the weeds, but look at this. It really goes down here. And we've added a lot of these big rock. Probably pull those out and mingle them in the right place with the riprap. But right down here, before I get to this culvert that we put in, check this out. Look how deep we are. We're a good 2 feet up the side of this. All the way to here. Now, as you know, on down there's more issues that we'll be fixing. But that's the gist of this. Man, it feels nice out here today. The wind's blowing. It's too bad we didn't get started today with the actual excavator and getting this pulled out. But I really needed to try to cut up against this as close as I could. He'll be coming in. I might bring the weed eater down tomorrow because I can't get my swisher any closer to that or it'll fall in the ditch. But I'd like to get this all down so I could. And we also have this, sorry, we got this runoff right here. I may put a ditch here and put some riprap in that area too, because it's coming in off this land. All that runoff coming right through here. And if you haven't seen this, check it out. I have filled this full of rock. It's got a huge hole here, like a sinkhole. And the first one is right behind it, right here. Put a bunch of rock in there. So here, there, and on down. But I don't know what we'll do about these two holes. But anyway, I want to thank you for joining us here at the lovely place. And I think since this video is getting long, what I'll do is we will start fresh with the next video tomorrow morning, my time. For you, it'll be at the next upload. And what we'll do is we'll begin with the excavator, probably starting right up here and getting to work. Seeing this get carved out, fabric down, rip wrap down. It's gonna look good, and we'll hope you come back and join us. If you wanna see all of our videos and everything we're doing up here to create our homestead and to create self-sustainability, hit the like button, subscribe, come back and see us here at the lovely place, and we look forward to catching you next time.